What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, I know I mentioned XRP in the title, but unfortunately, we're really not seeing much movement at all within the XRP charts here. Over the past couple of days, we've done nothing but pretty much consolidate sideways. Now, I'm trying to find some sort of pattern that we could use to basically help us figure out what's going to happen in the very near future on XRP. The best we could pretty much figure out is this, ascending fractal right here that we can hopefully use to pretty much gauge where we're moving to. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else forming on XRP that's giving us an opportunity to buy in or short or anything like that, that's giving us any clarity into, hey, maybe we should buy in today, or hey, maybe we should short today. It's unfortunate, but for the most part, the markets have pretty much just been fairly stagnant. Regardless of this 4-hour trades here, you can see if we jump to the daily here, we've pretty much just been kind of hanging out, not really moving, especially when you compare XRP to other cryptos like Ethereum or Bitcoin or even the S&P 500, which have been on a pretty steady run to the upside here, which is quite exciting if you ask me. We made a very profitable trade off of Ethereum the other day. We're starting to see Ethereum peak a little bit higher, which is interesting. It's worrying me, and it's also exciting at the same time. So we do have to talk about that and what we should be doing with Ethereum as well as Bitcoin and the S&P 500, because just because we're seeing a small little run to the upside to yesterday doesn't necessarily mean, and today doesn't necessarily mean that we should be buying into these wholeheartedly, expecting them to continue to rally to the upside here, because we are starting to once again retest some major resistances on these cryptocurrencies that could send us lower, and that's what we have to talk about today. Now, with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. Also, guys, before I forget, if you guys aren't familiar with Bityard, Bityard is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging platform that I like to use here on the channel. A lot of you guys ask me, well, where do you buy? Where do you, short crypto? Where do you leverage crypto? Where do you even trade cryptocurrency? And I've made videos in the past, but I just wanted to update you guys. Bityard is where I do this. They offer XRP, which is very unique to exchanges here. Not many offer this. Bityard is one of those that actually does to leverage trade, which is very, very, very hard to find in today's market here. They have tons of different blue chip cryptos as well as altcoins. This is where I was able to make my Dogecoin and Shiba video and actually make a lot of profit during those runs here. I was using the Bityard exchange. The best part is you can leverage these cryptos as well as short them and long them, obviously, using leverage here. And you can even use their demo account by clicking demo right here. You get 100 grand in Monopoly money, demo money, play money to test your skills without any risk, and nothing changes on the website, which means if you guys were just thinking about trading but didn't want to actually use any money of your own to trade with, it's totally cool. This is how I started, to really understand trading. It made it a lot easier to test my skills on this platform and, understand the platform and just actually take advantage of the markets here, because you can actually make real legitimate trades that don't change the market, and you can test your skills using demo money. It's super cool. Also, if you guys do decide to sign up, which is completely free in the link down below in the description, click mystery box after you sign up and log in to get free crypto. You can see it right here. Super cool. But regardless, jumping back into the technical analysis, you can see top 10 cryptos were up about 3.78%. And top 10 cryptos have been doing, wow, Doge is exploding 82%. We might have to talk about that, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of these other cryptocurrencies have been moon blasting to the upside here, or at least up very well, double digits all across the board, which is quite exciting here. I've been, stacking a little bit of crypto as we've been moving forward here, but there's still opportunities without a doubt to be continuously holding onto these cryptos, because I do believe that we are going to continue to move up. Whether or not today or in the next couple of weeks this year, the end of this year, I do believe next year, maybe the year after, we're going to start to kind of rally to the upside here. I believe with Bitcoin, battling it out at $20,000, it might be the lowest point we see here. I don't really believe that we might be dropping lower than that. And if we do, it's very, very, very short term. And then I believe we'll probably head up even higher. Now, looking at the S&P 500, which is what I want to talk about quickly, you can see this is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So you can see it appears we might have double bottomed, and now we're starting to swing to the upside here. We broke neckline. This is definitely a good thing. This is a problem zone before, rejecting this resistance here, but we managed to close above it this time. You can see where we had problems before here, but now that we've closed above it, there's a good chance we can continue to stem to the upside here. But understand now that we're swinging back to the upside here, we have problem zones retesting moving average, and we weren't as tight as we were here where we currently are today. We're extremely overextended on these moving averages here, and there's a good chance that this could cause us to swing downwards. That's something you guys have to pay attention to. There's a good chance come Monday we could get rejected on here, so there's a chance that we could kind of dribble downwards, trend a little bit lower, so on and so forth. Who knows what's to come here, but I don't think we're ready yet to blast through this and then blast through major resistance and swing up to the upside here, retesting, very high levels here. It's possible. It's definitely a big possibility that we could start playing around above this major resistance, because we've done it in the past here. There's a good chance we can continue to do it, but right now we have a big problem zone with this moving average here. So if we manage to break above here, like come next week, and start trading on the daily charts above this, it's a good sign that we could most likely break through this white band of resistance and start to head back to the upside. But I think we're capped, and there's a chance we could kind of fall back down to the support here and then start to move. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're out of the woods yet. Inflation hasn't been fixed. Nothing has been fixed yet. I do believe that the next two interest rate hikes have been moved into the markets here, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see an explosion to the upside. I just don't think it's likely right now because we still have 8.5% inflation, 8.2% inflation here. So there's a chance we could continue to move upwards here, but I don't think we're going to see anything incredible. And I still believe there's a strong chance we can come back down at some point or another to this. So I don't think you missed an opportunity to buy into the S&P or these other cryptos. But we are at a pretty substantial level. As for XRP, we're in an ascending fractal here. Unfortunately, ascending fractals, they usually have a bearish bias to breaking downwards here. So we have to kind of take that with a grain of salt. The possibilities, I wouldn't trade this. You could, but I wouldn't trade this necessarily. I'd wait for confirmation. Clearly, we have a 4-hour trend here. So if we can find us closing above this on the 4-hour, there's a chance we could buy in long. And if we close below this on the 4-hour, there's a chance we could buy in short here. But otherwise, trading inside of here is very risky, and it's not for me. But I just wanted to update you guys that we did discover a pattern here that you could, start to trade on. But these ascending fractals aren't necessarily a positive for the markets here. They don't necessarily have the best. You can see this is a previous one. They don't have the best luck breaking bullish. We had, a falling wedge right here, trending inside these fractals. Then it breaks downwards here. So you can see consistently, this is another one. We had a bearish movement. Good chance it'll break downwards here. Ethereum's a little different. I mean, I go back and forth, because this one, you can see we had a descending fractal here. We had a downtrend that had pulled us into a ascending fractal right here, and then we broke bearish. This is what we're expecting because it's happening again on XRP. We had a downtrend into an ascending fractal. Good chance we'll break bearish here. You can see on Ethereum, the other opportunity is a symmetrical triangle. These are forming a little different. You can see how they're trending sideways. These have a bullish bias. If it was aligned more like this, where we had some sort of ascending fractal like that, those break bearish. But a symmetrical triangle has a bullish bias. So truly, I'm looking more towards a bearish outlook on the XRP movement as of right now. If things change, obviously I'll update you. But that's pretty much where my head's at. As for XRP, to wrap up today's video, as for Ethereum and Bitcoin, to wrap up today's video, these are interesting price levels. We are starting to trade today above this major resistance, which is pretty incredible. It's definitely a good sign, and I do strongly hope that we close above here and start to, kind of trend inside of this. But, we are now retesting overbought in a weak, bearish market with low volume here, and there's a chance that this ain't going to last here. We did take profits here, or you could have moved stop loss up and you would be up profits now, but there's a chance now that we could come back down. There's a very big chance that could happen. I'd be shocked if we start to hang out in here. If we can close the daily up to here, that's definitely a good sign. But we are overbought, and that is something you guys have to consider, that there is chances of correction now on Ethereum. And same thing with Bitcoin. So everything is having a lot of negative resistance on this. S&P is hitting a big resistance. Ethereum's hitting resistance, and Bitcoin's hitting a resistance here. You can see we're now retesting the top resistance of our price ceiling, which we discussed. This is why we're not trading Bitcoin, because if we did swing up, which we did, this is a big problem zone. This green resistance line here, this price ceiling, there's a good chance it would cause rejection, which is kind of what we saw, a couple days ago on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and now today. And we also have moving average, which is also going to act as a big resistance. So the only time I'd buy in, we are nearing overbought, is if we can break through this. If we can break up and start trending in here like 21K, 22K, that would be an opportunity to buy in. Then I would expect to see a run to the upside here. And I do believe long-term it's going to happen because jumping on this, look at how beautiful this is. You can see the weekly, hopefully, come Sunday, tomorrow, we have 1 day and 11 hours left to confirm this. And if we can confirm closing right where we are. Let's not move. Hopefully tomorrow we close exactly where we are. That's a really good sign that the next coming weeks is going to be positive, because this is a major descending fractal here. And if we can get this to close and confirm that, then I would not be surprised if we continue to see a run like this moving forward, because we broke this descending fractal. Descending fractals, you can see for the most part, break bullish. You could see this. Descending fractals break bullish. So usually what happens is we have an ascending run followed by a descending fractal. Then we break bullish. An ascending run, descending fractal. Not a descending fractal, ascending run, if that makes sense. On XRP, we have a descending price level with an ascending fractal. On Ethereum, we have an ascending, a bullish run with a descending fractal that has a bullish price. So they're the opposite. This is the opposite of what this is forming. This has a bullish bias, or bearish bias, sorry. This has a bullish bias. So hopefully that makes sense. When you have a bullish run followed by a descending fractal, it's a bullish bias. If you have a bearish run followed by an ascending fractal, it's a bearish bias, a continued like that. So you have to consider that and look at that. Hopefully that makes sense. But right now, Ethereum consistently has these forming here, and they have a bullish outlook. They have these forming bullish outlook. They have these forming bullish outlook. They have these forming here. This is the opposite of what happened. This was a downtrend and a reversal. So this is a good example. So we have a run like this. We have a bullish run and a downtrend. We have a bullish outlook. We have a downtrend, bullish run, bearish outlook. So it's a consistent pattern. It's the opposite here. But overall, we have a major descending fractal here. A bullish run, descending fractal, usually has a bullish bias. So that's what we're looking for on Ethereum and these other cryptos. Same thing with Bitcoin here, which also broke bullish outside a major descending fractal. This should also have a potentially bullish bias. So we're also waiting for Bitcoin to close where it currently is, because it's a big sign. It's a big positive sign the next coming months into 2023, mid 2023. This could be bullish. I really do believe that we could see a bullish outlook and a bullish swing to the upside here, and it is exciting. So we have to play it by ear, but that's pretty much where my head's at for these cryptos. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. But with that all being said, like I said, make sure to check out Bityard, the #1 cryptocurrency exchange. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.